It's been a long time coming, guys. What's going on, everybody? The Natos Cairo here, and today I am bringing you the start of a brand new Let's Play. This is Octopath Traveler 2. Now that the demo is released, I can finally start bringing you footage of this game. And since this demo also has the ability to let you transfer your save file to the full version of the game, we'll be able to start right away, and then later on we'll be able to transfer effortlessly to the full version of the game. I've already set our settings so that hopefully the game will run as smooth and as nice looking as possible. So, now there's nothing left for us to do except go start a game. Let's meet our cast of characters, shall we? First up, we have our hunter. Your name is Ochet, and you are a hunter. Your tale begins on the Isle of Totoha, alongside your fellow beastlings. Despite your troubles with the human islanders, you live a carefree life. That is, until you learn of an encroaching calamity known as the Night of the Scarlet Moon. Alright, Master Juva, I'll do it. I'll find those creatures of legend and bring them back. Desperate to save your home, you set sail in search of those who can help. Next up, we have our thief. Your name is Throne Anguis, and you are a thief. Your tale begins in a thrilling city in the Brightlands. You are a member of the Black Snakes, a thieves guild that controls the city from the shadows. Your job is to steal and clean. Not again. Not this stench. Every time I breathe it in, it feels as though my very lungs are rotting. The stench of blood. Determined to escape the cycle of bloodshed, you embark on a journey for the keys to your freedom. Next up, we have our cleric. Your name is Temenos Mistral, and you are a cleric. Your tale begins in the mountainous region of the Crestlands. Though easygoing in your duties as Inquisitor, that all changes the day a tragic incident takes place in the church. Oh dear, I suppose it can't be helped. After all, doubt is what I do. Sensing that there is much more to the incident than meets the eye, you set out to solve the mystery left in its wake. Next up, we have our scholar. Your name is Oswald V. Van Stein, and you are a scholar. Your tale begins in the snow-swept reaches of the Winterlands. You have been sentenced to life in prison for murdering your wife and daughter, and have since spent 1879 days locked within a frigid cell. Harvey, man who took everything from me, shall die by my hand. I swear it. Not even the bitter cold can extinguish the raging fire in your breast, and so you set out to exact your revenge. Next up, it looks like we have our dancer. Your name is Agnia Versarni, and you are a dancer. Your tale begins in the verdant region of the Leaflands. Though a tavern dancer in a small village, you have big dreams for the future. I'm going to become a star and bring smiles to people's faces, just like Mama. With a hope in your heart and a spring in your step, you begin your journey to stardom. And next up, we have our merchant. Your name is Particio Yellowwill, and you are a merchant. Your tale begins in the vast wastes of the Wildlands. After witnessing the rise and fall of the pioneer town you call home, you set your gaze upon the horizon. I'll be back once I eliminate that devil called poverty from the world. With dreams of bringing prosperity to all, you embark on a journey with only the scent of commerce to guide you. And next up, we have our apothecary. Your name is Casti Florence, and you are an apothecary. Your tale begins in a port town of the Harborlands. Discovered adrift at sea, you awoke to the realization that you cannot recall your own name. The only clues to your identity are your satchel and skills as an apothecary. I need to rediscover who I am. And there's something else. Something important I'm forgetting. Unable to ignore the nagging feeling within you, you embark on a journey to recover what you lost. And last but not least, we have our warrior. Your name is Hikari, and you are a warrior. Your tale begins in the desert region of Hinouma. You are the younger prince of Ku, a nation ever at war, and worry for your people who have suffered greatly from the ceaseless battles. I pray for a world without conflict, without bloodshed. Hoping to bring peace to your nation, you strike out on a journey for your like-minded allies. What an interesting cast of characters, huh? It looks like we're gonna have a blast trying to play with all of them. But, thankfully, when it comes to choosing our first, I decided on that a long time ago. We're going to begin our journey as the Merchant Partitio.
Howdy. Looking for a business partner?
I sure am. Let's get this thing started. What an amazingly intricate loading icon. Looks like we're starting off in a flashback. 16 years ago. Look at this place. It's a Wild West, alright.
What do you think, Partitio? What do we do with this land?
What do you mean, what? There ain't scratch here.
I gotta agree with him on that. This place is as barren as anything else.
That's exactly why I'm asking, little chickadee. It's a blank slate. It can be whatever we make of it. Long as we got the skill and gumption anyhow.
Looks like Partitio and his father have quite a nice, strong relationship. It's pretty wholesome.
Wow, Pops. You sure got away with words.
I know, son. Swipe that line if you want.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. Even ain't right. A real merchant doesn't filch what they want. And they buy it.
Looks like Partitio's really driven by his morals, huh? He's steadfast and determined. I like that.
That's my boy. Fine words. You do me proud.
And I must say, these animations are gorgeous.
Oh, I had an idea. If it was up to me, I'd split this whole plot with all our friends. And that way, we could all settle it together.
Sounds like a fine idea. And there's a crap ton of land to go around.
I like how you think, chickadee. That'd make everyone happier than hens in a coop.
Wow. Look at the emotion markers on top of Hap's head. And look at this laughing animation. Now that is detail.
Yeah, smart, huh?
Who's this guy?
Fine idea, but we can't forget our business interests here.
The way he says that makes me immediately think that he's gonna be the antagonist of Partitio's story.
This land is an asset. We bought the deed to it fair and square from its former owner. If we want to divvy it up, Partitio, we can't just give it away for free.
So what do you suggest these guys do with the land if we decide to give it to them?
Aw, come on now, Mr. Rock. No need to be stingy.
We're here because we heard there was silver to be found in these hills.
Really now? So is this a
Rock and I
mining
pooled
town?
our money and bought the rights to these lands.
That we did.
Rumor was you couldn't take a step without tripping over silver ore.
I really hope those rumors are true, because so far it looks like there's not a lick of silver anywhere here.
This is no time to be oohing and ahhing, chickadee. You want to be a merchant too, right? Then take these leaves and go buy us some silver.
Gosh, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
A merchant cultivates a discerning eye through knowledge and experience. That means hands-on training is more precious than gold.
Roke has the right of it here. There's no better teacher than experience, especially if you're a
Yes,
merchant.
sir, Mr. Rock. some silver then. Lickety split.
Good boy. Negotiate a good price and show us your business acumen.
Business acumen, huh? Alright. Let's go show Pap what we're made of. Alright, I already got the basic controls down. I mean, I've played Octopath Traveler before. Find someone with silver, huh? Wow, look at this running animation. You can really see the detail here. It's so much more expressive and vibrant. Makes the entire world seem so much more alive. This looks to be the default running speed. So what if I hold shift? Oh, you've got to be joking. Really? It just speeds up the animation. Well, that looks comical as all hell. Jesus Christ, that's hilarious. Although it does look slightly awkward, I must say. Although, to be fair, the default walking speed is now what used to be running speed in Octopath Traveler 1, so maybe I really can't complain. Anyways, let's go continue the story with that classic green marker we know and love. Well now, I wonder who here's got silver to sell. Time to show off my, what you call it? My business acumen. During the day, Particio can purchase items from townspeople. Try pressing E near a townsperson. You must have sufficient funds to purchase items. I must purchase silvery ore from the merchant, huh? Ah, it looks like you're the merchant we need to purchase from, huh? Let's see, what have you got? You've got a stone for 1 leaf and a dubious silver nugget. It's a dark stone of unknown composition, you say, huh? Hey, mister, that's a mighty fine metal. How about selling it to me? I can pay fair and square. Gah, ease off. I'll trade you, just don't tell anyone about this. Deal? Deal. Thank you kindly. Christ, the way he was framed as a suspicious merchant doesn't really give me high hopes that the dubious silver ore was actually real silver ore. But while we're here, let's do some housekeeping, huh? A trademark of what we do at Octopath Traveler. I really want to know, a light coin pouch fetches a modest price if sold, huh? I don't know if that would really be worth it for us in the long run. I will take your healing grape and your inspiriting plum, though. That might help us when we get into a battle. Oops, I accidentally skipped that. Christ, I'm so used to playing Octopath Traveler 1, I keep thinking that it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. Like Therion's, I trust you won't be missing this. Alright, you have 2 stones and a tree nut, which restores SP to a single ally. I don't know how much, but for only 5 leaves, I don't think I really can complain. Your dad gave you some spending money, boy? Alright, I'll sell.
Thank you kindly.
Huh. I really like the extra voice acting they put into this game. It really makes everything seem more human, you know? And it also saves my voice from having to read everything manually. Thank you. I hope we can do business again.
Thank you kindly.
No problem. An energizing pomegranate and a handkerchief. Do we need this energizing pomegranate? It is pretty expensive. I think I'll hold on to it for now. Alright, let's
Hey
see what
there,
Pap thinks of
Particio.
our
Managed to buy any
haul.
silver?
Sure did. Here, this is it, right?
I really hope it is, because otherwise we might be screwed, because that was pretty dubious silver ore.
Whoa now. This is some fine quality ore.
Really?
I bet we can earn a bundle off this. Good work, son.
I really hope so.
Bundle of what? Yeah.
We sold off all but a roof over our head to start this business. It's a gamble, that's for sure.
Jesus Christ, you're taking quite a risk here.
But one well worth it, Pap.
I hope Broke knows what he's doing. And I also hope Pap knows what he's doing.
The global economy is beginning to adopt a standardized silver leaf to serve as the basis for commerce. We're entering the age of silver. Mark my words.
It looks like you kind of choked on your own words there, Mr. Oak. Although if it is true that this continent is moving into a standard silver leaf, then it would be quite an evolution from Octopath Traveler 1. Definitely shows that things have changed since then. If I recall correctly, this game takes place approximately 200 years after Octopath Traveler 1. And an entirely new continent as well. We're not in Orstera anymore. This is the land of Celestia.
We're well positioned to earn a fortune. Right. We rise and shine early tomorrow to get digging for silver.
Alright then. Looks like that's what we're going to be doing next.
I can't wait to get started, pups.
We're gonna strike it rich, chickadee.
Looks like you guys have a lot of hope in this town, huh? Oh, what the hell? Looks like we're building something. Looks like a house, or maybe some sort of communal building for the town? Either way, it looks like you're getting through it really fast, huh? Christ. That was like, what? Only a couple of days? Oh, never mind. We are moving 8 years into the future. Never mind, this house took quite a bit of time to build. I will take that back. Holy shit. These guys got busy as hell. Christ, this place is booming.
Step right up.
And it looks like Partitia is now 8 years older.
Today's haul, freshly plucked from the soil, 100% pure high-quality ore.
Rumors about the quality of this town's silver drew me here to make a deal. But what real guarantee can a youngling like you offer me on its value?
Really? Are you gonna go after him for his age?
Hey, looks can be deceiving, my fine friend. I've been doing this for 8 years now, and I know my stuff. Purity is the only means by which you can assess silver's ore quality. Take a look at the sheen on this rock. See the luster and sparkle? Why, this is the finest you'll find in the land. It's even used in old King Dudley's crown.
Who the hell is King Dudley? I would sure like some context on this situation.
Impressive.
But either way, it looks like the merchant is really looking forward to some of that silver ore.
Bidding starts at 10,000 leaves. Let me hear some numbers, folks.
10,000 leaves? Christ, that is quite a hefty sum. Although for some silver ore, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
400,000 leaves!
400? Jesus Christ, that's a huge jump. What in the world? Christ, 400,000 leaves? That's more money than our entire party has seen in Octopath Traveler 1. That's more money than I've ever seen.
800,000!
800,000? Jesus Christ, how much money do you guys have?
1,600,000.
1 million? 1.6 million? What the hell? I am never gonna get over that. 1 million leaves? Christ. In Octopath Traveler 1, you'd only break 1 million leaves like way late into the game. You'd have to put over like 100 hours into it.
1,800,000 leaves.
Seriously, how much money do you guys have? It doesn't look like you're carrying very much. And I'd imagine that 1.8 million leaves would be quite a pile, to say the least.
We've got 1.8. Any other bidders? Anyone?
And how much ore are you selling to make it worth 1.8 million leaves? Christ, there are so many questions.
Sold for 1,800,000 leaves. Much appreciated, friend.
I wonder what you're gonna do with that silver.
Go on, take it. You won't regret this. I guarantee.
That does not look like a lot of silver for 1.8 million leaves. Either that or the economy has gone through some severe inflation since the last time we've been in Octopath Traveler, which was 200 years ago in Octopath Traveler 1.
I hear these merchants built the silver operation themselves.
It looks like they sure did. They got
In
busy.
just 8 years, they turned this town into one of the continent's most plentiful sources of silver.
And it looks, I certainly believe that. Dear Lord, these guys are productive as all hell.
That youngling's got potential. He possesses a discerning eye. But more than that, he's deft at reading people's hearts. He'll be a fine merchant one day.
I'd say he's already a fine merchant. He already sold you a relatively small amount of silver for 1.8 million leaves. Christ. I'll never get over that.
He's only 16, too. Soon he'll be a force to be reckoned with.
16, huh? So it looks like when we first started his chapter, he was 8. And it looks like once we get to the present, he'll be 24.
On to our next nugget. Let's get the bidding started.
Christ, is he gonna make another, what, 2 million leaves? Phew. That's all today's goods sold and settled. Time to head on home and give Pops the good news. Alright, we know how the radar works. We've been to Octopath Traveler 1. Earnings times 1. Can I check that in my inventory? Earnings. A bag containing the proceeds from the day's silver sales. It's even heavier than it looks. Christ. I guess we'll never know the true value of that. It looks like we've already got some weapons on us. That being a handmade spear that gives physical attack, that gives +5 to physical attack, and a handmade bow that gives +5 to physical attack as well. It looks like Partitio's physical attack is now at a 93. To be fair though, he is level 1. Looks like he has 275 max HP and 50 max SP. And he has a wooden shield on him, which gives +4 to physical and elemental defense. And for armor, for his head, he's got an ordinary hat, which gives +2 to physical defense and +3 to elemental defense. And for his armor, he's got a tough waistcoat, which gives +7 to physical defense and +5 to elemental defense. Alright. Man, this place is busy as all hell. And look at how vibrant it is. There's so much going on here. I'm gonna overwrite my save file. There we go. Now that I'm used to the game, I can proceed through it no problem. Man, this place is so filled with life, I must say. And it also helps that the improved sprite work makes everything look so much more detailed. What can we buy from you, huh? It looks like they removed all the commas. That might make things a little harder to read, but hopefully I'll be able to manage without a hitch. What have you got? A stimulating earring, huh? And you've also got a silver locket. That gives +10 to elemental attack. For body armor, you got fur armor. Wow, that's impressive. And a traveler's mantle. That's insanely good. For headgear, we've got a feathered hat. It gives +7 to speed. And we've got our favorite, and old favorite, the buckler. We have a bronze shield, which gives +30 to max HP. And it looks like we also have something called an Aegis shield. Wow, that's an insanely good shield. But it looks like we'll have to wait until much later in the game before we can look at some of that. And for weapons, we got a ton of them. We got a silver sword, which adds to speed. A heavy blade, which gives a ton to physical attack, but lowers accuracy quite a bit. And we've got a regular old spear, a bone spear, which gives pretty high physical attack, but again, lowers accuracy. We've got a silver-plated knife, and something called a kukri. It actually adds to accuracy. Interesting. And for bows, we've got a short bow, which gives +11 to physical attack, a giant bow, which gives +24 to physical attack and +6 to critical, and a steel bow, which gives +80 to physical attack and +22 to accuracy. Man, all this looks good. Makes me wish I had money to spend it on. And look at that, we've got NPCs running all over the place. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like, yep, they are not solid. They can just walk through me and I can walk right through them. I must say that's pretty humorous. Looks like we can't leave town just yet. Looks like you have a short bow and a simulating earring. Interesting. Looks like we got an animal pen over here. Wow, they are very, very nicely animated. And it looks like this... Yeah, and this water pool actually makes a noise when you stand next to it. Wow, that's incredible. I honestly can't believe that I'm actually playing Octopath Traveler 2. I've waited so long for this game's release. Man. You looks like you have some wheat bread and raspberry. Alright, respectable. By the way, I am playing this LP more or less blind, so I'm going to be experiencing everything firsthand, right alongside the rest of you guys. You haven't... Right, didn't you have an energizing pomegranate earlier? Are you still the same townsperson? Looks like you have an olive of life, although that won't be of much use to us right now, considering we're only one. And we also have a rare stone. Alright, let's go continue on with Partitio's story.
Hey there, Pops. I sold a bundle today, like always.
That's my boy. Good work.
It looks like Partitio's finally learned what a bundle means in merchant speak. And this is a peculiar choice of instrument for the soundtrack.
You've grown since we settled here. The town has...
I must say, it does fit the mood.
We're only gonna keep on growing, Pops.
Christ, how much more can you grow? This town is already so lively.
You bet. This town's gonna be something.
I just realized I don't even know the name of this town. I completely forgot to check the map. Where the hell are we?
Just gotta keep on digging up more silver and making a killing. And of course, use the profits to do right by everyone in town.
Looks like Pap and Partitio
You bet your Pops.
are pretty
We'll do it
benevolent
together.
merchants. Man, look at that animation. That is so crisp.
We've got trouble. That gang's stirring up mischief at the mine again.
Again? Who are these guys anyway? And who's Joe?
They're back, huh?
Who's they? Once
man,
again, we
I'll
got no
catch up.
context. I guess we'll find out as we go. Still have no idea who that Joe guy is, though.
Protecting our mine's vital, but keep the violence to a minimum. You hear me?
I'd say that's a wise decision.
That's a deal I can't make, Pops.
What the hell, is Partitio gonna what? Beat the crap out of them?
I'm gonna go arouse the town, gather a posse. Whoever's willing to come.
Christ, Partitio is very determined.
Hey, just don't do anything risky, you hear?
I don't think he's gonna listen to that.
Dang it, boy, he's already gone.
Oops. Guess there's nothing we can do about that now. An altercation with that gang, huh? I'll need to hire someone tough as nails if I want to win this quarrel. And we are now welcomed to the nightlife of Octopath Traveler 2. At night, Partitio can hire townspeople into following him. And we can bring them along on our travels. Let's go check out who we have available to hire. Looks like we got you. You are a supervisor. You have 2 stars of strength and your skill is physical boost. If I recall correctly, that increases either the party's or just one person in the party's physical attack and physical defense for 3 turns. And it looks like if we take you along, we will receive 5% off purchases with your merchant talent of Haggler. What are your abilities? Looks like you have 1 star of strength, your skill is mining, we can summon you 9 times, and we can receive 10% off our purchases with you with your talent of excessive praise. Interesting. A 10% off discount the 10% discount sounds pretty tempting, I must say. Alright. You are a laborer. You have a 2-star mining ability, and your merchant talent is Gator Tiers, which gives us a 5% chance to receive 50% off our purchases. It is quite a hefty discount, but with such a low chance to trigger it, I'm not sure if it'll really be worth it in the long run. Man, this music really changes the mood of the town at night. It still feels kind of lively, but it's more of a quiet and controlled liveliness, you know? It's not all over the place like the day theme was. Alright, you have 1 star of strength. You use a healing grape on somebody in the party. And your merchant talent is Bargainer, which allows us to earn between 5 and 40% more from the sales we make. Is that everybody? Nope, there's one more person. Looks like we have to gain some elevation here with the staircase. Alright, cool. You are a laborer with 3 stars of strength. Your skill is Cleave in 2, and we can summon you 8 times. Your merchant talent is Wash Dishes, which allows us to receive a full refund when staying at an inn. Christ, we can sleep for free? I'd sure as hell love that. Unfortunately, we need 1,200 leaves to hire this person, and it looks like that's money we just don't have at the moment. Oh well. I'll have to think over who we should hire. In the meantime, I'll be taking a save over here at the save station, because unfortunately that is all the time I have for you today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Octopath Traveler 2, though, and I hope you're looking forward to the rest of this LP as much as I am. The next time we meet, we'll be choosing our hired helper, and go taking on this gang that I've been hearing so much about. Until then, though, I hope you guys have a great day, and take care.